When we want to share a Google site with learners, we can do it through Google Classroom, where if you share the site to all of your class, all the pupils will be able to edit and access the same Google site. However, if we want to share a template with them, what we need to do is to create a folder for that Google site to be in and then share that with the learners. So what the teacher will need to do first of all is open their Google Drive. And then within that Google Drive, they're going to need to create a new folder. And this is the folder that you're going to share with your learners. So if we call it example Google site, we can then create that folder. And then in that folder is where we're going to have our template that we want to share with our learners. So if you're using something like an e-portfolio when your school's designed one, you can make a copy and pop it in this folder. Or we can go down and we can create a Google site directly in that folder. So for this one, we're just going to call it our example Google site. And then what we'll see is that Google site is in that folder. So if we go back to your My Drive now, and you'll be able to see that my example Google site folder hasn't yet been shared because I can't see the silhouette of the person. So the teacher again right clicks and then decides to share that folder. And what we want to do is to change the access from restricted. If you've got your school domain or hub, you'll be able to use that as the general access. For this one, I'm just going to have anyone with a link. And then I need to make sure as well that they have viewer access only. So I can copy that link, click done. And then within my Google Classroom, I can select classwork, create an assignment, and then I can ask the learners to make a copy of the site. Down here, I'm going to attach a link to my folder. So that's where I can post the link I copied earlier on. And then I can assign that to my class. Now, what I've got over on the right-hand side of my screen is my pupils view. So this is what your pupils will now need to do. So I've got the assignment that's been set. The learners will be able to select that activity, and then they will see the link to the folder you've just created. So if I click on that folder now, it will open their Google Drive and it will show the untitled site. And this is the Google Site example that you've created for your learners. And then they're able to make their own copy. If they do click and open this Google Site, what they'll find is that they're unable to edit it. So by right-clicking, the learners then make a copy of that Google Site for themselves. And what will happen is that Google Site then is created in their My Drive. So if we go to their My Drive, here's the copy of that site. And what they will now need to do is to rename it, My Copy, or they can add their name so that then when they share the link, it will be part of it. So I've clicked on that link. When I want to have access to their Google site though, the learners once again will need to click to right click. They're going to need to share their link. And again, we want to then change the general access, and with it being a Google site, we want to change the published site restrictions from restricted to, and the learners, if you're using a school domain, will have that. So in most cases, it will be hub. For this one, I'm just going to select public. And again, we want viewers. So our learners should be restricting it so that only people on the school domain are able to see that piece of work. So we click done. And then within the assignment, we can get them to post a link back to it. So we can add that link, and then the class teacher will be able to see their published site. Or what they'll be able to do, so if we go back to our My Drive, open up the copy then, we want our learners to be able to publish their website. and then that's when their link becomes live. So if they copy that link, if they go to the Google Classroom, add or create, we want to post the link then to their published site. And then the teacher will have a link to all of their activity or the site that they've created a copy of. So we made sure that it's open to the pub or open to the school domain to be able to see. And then that's how you can share a template of a Google site with your learners.